Hey, what's going on, guys? I don't know about you, but man, I am glad it's Friday. Most people are off on Mondays, and I don't know if it's just me, but the short weeks seem to tear me down even more than a normal 5-day week. So I hope everyone had a good Friday. Day three of the new exercise is still kicking my butt. But getting through it, getting stronger, getting faster. So that's what's important. So, guys, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever it is you may be in the world. I am your host tonight, Daniel Carmack, and tonight we're going to cover steps 5 through 7 of the 7 proven steps to attract customers using Facebook. Now, the last 2 days we covered step 1 and 2 on Wednesday, and then last night we covered steps 3 and 4. And just to give you a quick recap, step 1 is, make sure that you create your custom avatar or your ideal customer. Make sure you're looking for the right people, right? Step number 2 is to build your fan page, however you're going to brand yourself in the market space. Step number 3 is to gain customers, and step number 4 is to engage your fans once you get them. All right. So tonight, talking about, or before I get into that, as always, guys, make sure as you come in, let me know, who you are and where you're coming in from. And if you're watching this on the replay, please make sure you drop a hashtag replay, because I want to make sure to give you some love and come back in and give you a shout out and answer any questions you may have. So getting into tonight's, the last 3 steps here is step number 5 is advertising to your audience. So once you have start to, a lot of times as you start to build your space and your confidence in social media for your business, right? A lot of business owners, they want to use organic growth. And while that's okay, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And if you build a huge fan base and you have a very, tight-knit community, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If you're looking to do something a little faster, one of the great things about Facebook is they give you the opportunity for a variety of different types of paid campaigns. I've personally used multiple variations, multiple times for different purposes, but it gives you the opportunity to put offers, products, new releases and things like that in front of the people that are, engaging with you, that you have started to build a relationship with. And it gives you, just gives you an opportunity to get what it is that you want your audience to see in front of them. Okay. And here's just a couple examples. So as you're starting out and you're trying to build a foundation, and, in step 3, we talked about getting fans to your fan page. One method of doing that on the paid side through Facebook is their likes campaign. And this, you can still target very specific people that you want, and Facebook will put, your message out in front of those people. They'll like it, and then they'll follow you through the process that, or they'll follow you, and then they'll see everything that you add on as they're going through their news feeds and different things like that, right? As you are trying to, step number 4 of engaging with your fan page and the people, your fans, your audience. If you remember back in that video, I talked about the more engagement you get, the more organic growth you'll have. And one way that Facebook will help you do that is through engagement ads. Now you can do that through a boosted ad right from your page, or you can actually go into the ads manager to set that up. It's kind of just whatever works best for you. If you're putting videos on, one good tool, or one good avenue that you can go with that is, as you post the video, boost it. And like I told you before, you can boost it for $1 a day. And that'll get it out in front of hundreds of people, and that'll just kind of help get you some traction. Um, as you are trying to lead people to your your website, so that way they can see all of your products, a click to website ad is is another type of ad that you can have with Facebook, and they'll help you out with all of the demographics and helping get that out to the right people, because you're going to be targeting your audience, right? Your custom avatar. Now, when it comes to that, guys, you don't have to have a bunch of money. All right, so that's one thing I know people get scared about. But one thing I will tell you, when you compare Facebook advertising to traditional means, click banners, digital, pre-rolls on YouTube, or commercials, billboards, things like that. Like, Facebook is extremely underpriced. Now, it's not what it was, 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago, but it is still, a good bang for your buck. So as you're setting up this budget, you want to be smart with your money, and you want to make sure that you're dispersing your total funds, right? So the first thing, make sure that you're setting a budget. You don't want to just be throwing money away blindly, but make sure you're setting a budget, and then spread your budget out over, the different means or the different methods that you plan to use. My suggestion would be to use, a variety of different ones. Have your likes campaign, have your engagement ad going, have your clicks to website or your conversion ad going, have all of those things kind of run simultaneously. And, if you're going to do, $5 a day or $10 a day, whatever your budget will allow for, spread that out over, the different, means that you're using. So that way you're getting kind of a level, even, I don't know what you call it, like, so that way you're still working on your likes and growing your audience while you're getting engagement, and then while you're also running people to your website, to, your specific URL. And then it's just a cycle that runs continuously. Okay. So once you get to that point, all right, that leads me to step number 6. And step number 6, this is in my opinion, guys, is a very important piece to it, is you want to make sure that you're optimizing your ads. Okay. So once it gets running and you have it running for a few days, and you're starting to get some data back from that. And this is one of the pieces that I like. I'm an analytical mind kind of person. So I like to look at data and crunch the numbers and things like that. But once you start getting that data in, then you want to really dissect it, and you want to figure out what's working and what's not, right? Because none of us have money to waste. Well, I don't. I wouldn't assume a business owner would either. So you want to make sure that you're analyzing the data that you're receiving, so that way you know what's working and what's not. And as you're going through and you're setting these things up and you're looking at the data, right, you want to identify a few things. Who is engaging, who is clicking, who is buying. Are they male? Are they female? Now, remember that. Let me back up just a second. Now, remember I said when you create your custom avatar, the first time when you go through it, it might be, it's very specific. I'm looking for 33-year-old males that live in Dallas, Texas. Right. But as you get out there, you may realize that your message, your content, your products, your services, they resonate with a different group of people. So as you're seeing that, you want to, pick it apart. Who is engaging? Who is giving you the best ROI for your efforts, right? Are they male or female? What age group are they in? What country or state do they live in? What are their interests? What is it they're looking for? And then this will help you make sure that you are, again, getting the most bang for your buck. You're getting the best ROI, the best conversion rate, the best click-through rate. You're getting your message, your products, your services out to the right people. Okay. And then once you start crunching those numbers, and you're seeing the trends, and you're adjusting, left and right, you're optimizing your ad. All right. So step number 6 is optimizing your ads. That leads you into step number 7, and that's retargeting. Now, I want you to think about something. How many times have you bought, and now I'm not talking about, running into Old Navy or American Eagle to buy a pair of jeans, but how many times have you made a major purchase from somebody that you didn't know, or from somebody that you didn't know that you weren't referred to. You know, they didn't already have a they didn't already have a reputation in the field you're going into. And then to take that back, how many times have you gone to the same hair salon or the same barbershop or the same mechanics because you have built a relationship with the individuals in that shop, right? In marketing, guys, that's what we call know, like, and trust. Typically, people don't want to buy something from somebody they don't know. But in step number 7, when you have the ability to retarget people that you've been in front of before, they've seen your ads, they know your message, they've liked your fan page, they find value in the content that you're providing, then that helps them when it comes to decision-making time. And one thing I want you guys to remember is that 90% of purchase decisions are made off of emotion, not logic. So when somebody knows you and they like you and they trust you and they feel comfortable with you, they are most likely to make a purchase or join your team or, you know, utilize your services or whatever that case is, right? So just make sure that you are, you know, once you start optimizing your ads and you're analyzing the data that you're receiving from that, and you know, going back to that piece, guys, I want to hit on this. Like, even though you may not have, you know, like huge conversion in the very beginning, it's a learning tool. So I don't think any ad, any campaign that you run is bad, because it's going to give you data. It's going to give you information that you can process, and then you can repurpose, tweak, and fix in order to move you forward. So if you start a specific campaign and it doesn't, you know, blow the top off of your business, don't get discouraged. Okay. Just use it as a learning opportunity. And that's just one thing, you know, I realized that this headline didn't work. I realized that that image didn't work. Or I realized that that image worked and that copy worked, right? And the copy is the words above your ad. The copy and the image were good, but this headline, you know, and as you're making your adjustments, you know, do it one at a time, so that way you can figure out what it is, you know, specifically with that particular ad or that campaign that you're running. But as you know, and then moving into step 7, you will be able to retarget those individuals that have, you know, liked your page or been to your website. And remember, you know, most people don't buy on the first engagement. You know, they have to come back and they have to kind of build a relationship and warm up to you. Okay. So guys, I appreciate you all being here for the last couple of days. I really like this breakdown. Sometimes I try to just throw a whole bunch of information at one time, you know, make points, but I think I'm going to do more like this moving forward. You know, take the information and just break it down into digestible parts for you. So if that works for you, leave me a comment down, you know, leave a comment down below, and, you know, let me know what it is. Also, if you have questions, you know, specific questions, or, you know, you need help with something, guys, please feel free to reach out to me anytime. I would love to help you. I would love to get you going in the right direction or answer any questions. And guys, I'm a straight shooter. So if I don't know, I'm just going to tell you I don't know, and we'll figure the answers out together. Anything that I can help you with will help me in the future. So, you know, we're in this together 100%. So as a quick recap, the 7 proven steps to attract new customers or attract customers using Facebook. Step number 1, very important, create your custom avatar or your ideal customer, who it is that you want to talk to. Step number 2, create your Facebook fan page, your branding, what it is that you want people to see and how you want to be known in your niche. Step number 3, start gaining fans. Step number 4, engage with those. Guys, I can't express how important it is to engage with the people that are engaging on your page, right? It just, you know, when you take a second, I understand that everybody's busy, but I can promise you, when you take just a second to reply to somebody's comment, or, you know, go through their page and like what the, you know, the stuff that they're doing, you know, the 3rd and 4th order effects that has on your business, you know, and your reputation within the space. Step number 5, grow your audience with the different campaigns that Facebook provides. Step number 6, optimize your ads by, analyzing the data that you receive from those campaigns. And then step number 7, make sure that you're retargeting people that you've already been in front of and letting them, putting your offer, putting your new product or your new launch in front of them so they can see it, and draw their interest and want them to engage and hopefully buy and work with you in the future. So guys, I hope you found value. If you found value in this 3-part series and you like the way it was set up, just drop a hashtag value down in the comments. Again, if you're watching on the replay, make sure you drop a hashtag replay so I can come back in and give you a shout out later on. As always, guys, live life, be safe. I'm sorry, I totally messed that up. Take care, be safe, live life, and remember, we create our own freedom. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 on our normal time on Saturdays, and I got some good stuff cooking up for you, so I can't wait. I'll see you guys then. Bye for now.